most of us, the elected representatives, comes with a burden of anti-incumbency, and therefore it is important for the party to indicate the need to restore and ensure that we are capable of overcoming those burden of anti-incumbency. So this exercise is integral part if you want to win elections. Therefore, the fact remains that in every election you will see many of our friends, the sitting MLAs, when we face electoral battle, many of our friends end up losing election. That's the reality. Not that every sitting MLAs will all come back. It is not that people are going to re-elect every sitting MLAs. Now, as far as Trinamool Congress is concerned, out of the 12 MLAs, sitting MLAs, it is not necessarily necessary that all the 4 sitting MLAs will be given ticket. Let us be clear and frank. No point beating around the bush, So we are alerting everybody well ahead in time. But what we are going to do, what is going to be our approach? Sincere approach will be to utilize this political platform to enable our friends across the state who have the intent and desire and resolve to be part of this whole system, to be involved in this whole democratic system, to offer themselves as the potential candidates. On the contrary to what other political parties are doing, we want to open up new opportunities for new blood, fresh candidates who aspire to be part of this system. But because of not being able to have an opening, given the kind of situation that every political party has, we would like to be very clear in our approach. Today, with utmost sense of, I must say, agony, I am witnessing what is not really good for the state. We are seeing political parties engaging in the whole politics of inducement and poaching. Let us be very frank. It's them and us, the parties who are in the ruling dispensation at the moment, the current ruling dispensation, and the All India Trinamool Congress. And therefore, the only party that they fear is only All India Trinamool Congress. And this whole misinformation campaign, I have tried to find out what exactly is the reason, is actually because they are shaken. They are shaken because on a daily basis, hundreds of leaders at the grassroots level are joining All India Trinamool Congress. Number of our elected representatives, our distinguished MLA colleagues, belonging to different political parties, will jump ship. Whether from UDP, whether from NPP, whether from All India Trinamool Congress as well. Yes, it is going to happen. And I have said, please don't be surprised, because these are the element of surprise that I'm always sharing with you. And I know many of the mind of many of these colleagues, because I have talked to many of them. In fact, many of NPP MLAs are looking at jumping ship to another political party. Of course, not to Trinamool Congress. Okay? Because we also know that they have a heavy burden of anti-incumbency. Our honest intent is very clear, because we want to serve the people. We want to serve the state. We don't want to be repeating the same monotonous approach of, okay, he is a sitting MLA, so he becomes an indispensable. No, but the people don't think that way. So we have to think what the people think. We must be guided by what the electorates think, what the electorates want, because we want to represent people's, we want to represent people to fulfill their aspirations. Therefore, it is indirectly, abundantly clear that as a political party, it is not binding to indicate that everybody will be given, or every sitting MLAs will be the nominee of our party. With due respect, many of us, many of our political stalwarts in the past also have tested defeat. Why? Just because one is sitting MLA doesn't mean that they will get re-elected. This is the trend, and this trend must be taken, means this trend is based on the overall wisdom and judgment of the electorates, and we must always respect the wisdom and judgment of our electorates. For some tendency will always be there to explore other options, and we have all the respect for their decisions. I am telling you, as of now, we know that 2 to 4 of our friends have indicated personally to me, okay, if we are not confirmed of our ticket, then we should be allowed to explore other possibilities. Okay, this is nothing which is secret within our team. At least 2 to 4. Out of 4, 2 have confirmed, 2 are yet to confirm. But as I have said, everything is guided by our priority, our focus, to go by the overall mood of the electorates, choice of the electorates. People are exploring the possibility of an alternative to replace the current dispensation, the current political dispensation who are in power. That's the truth, and that is what we know. Now others may know differently. And please remember one thing, that most of the sitting MLAs, as I have said, come with heavy burden of anti-incumbency. And this heavy incumbency is more with the MLAs from the ruling dispensation. So many of these ruling dispensation, the political parties of the ruling conglomeration, probably they will also end up looking at whom to give ticket or whom not to give ticket. But if they are looking at only this, the kind of perception they want to generate by telling that, okay, all the MLAs have been their candidates, let it be their strategy. We are not going to interfere in their internal decisions of different political parties. I'm also tempted to share that as of the current assessment that we have, more than 2/3 of the sitting MLAs are having a heavy burden of anti-incumbency. That means if we go to the election now, more than 2/3 of the sitting MLAs are going to lose. Yes, this is the input that we have. So we work on the basis of the overall inputs that we compile to enable us to take a decision. You see what has happened in 2018. You look at in Rivoy, 5 constituencies have all new MLAs. East Garhwals, out of 3, all new MLAs. North Garhwals, out of 4, 3 new MLAs, fresh face, new face. There was a time in Giant Hills where out of 7, all new 7 MLAs were elected. I have seen, you have seen, everybody have seen this. The trend based on people's wisdom and judgment, we have to respect them. And we have to keep pace with the people's, the overall mood. Why are they looking for a change? They have reasons. Therefore, we will have to go by the pulse of the people. Notwithstanding whatever misinformation campaign they engage in, it is not going to create that hurdle nor hamper our approach.